Yo, what is good? My anime preview for what is good. I really think what we're getting in this week's episode of the finale was decent when it comes down to the power and just how crazy strong this character is. But I will stand by what I've been saying throughout the whole entire review, which is the dude is just very plain. And some people like plain and simple because you can kind of tell what they're going to do most of the time, right? Like, there's not much of a question of anything when it comes down to this character. I know that he was going to protect the people. I know that he was going to, put out as much damage as he probably could that we've ever seen to try to defeat this opponent. And I figured the slimes would hopefully play a role. And yeah, most of the stuff I expected happened. And to see him use a technique like the black box we see, I don't remember when or if he's ever used that because he's only ever needed to use just the barriers. Like him needing to actually put something covering the barriers just kind of speaks volumes to how strong this opponent was, and being the older sage that passed away, which is really kind of crazy to think that the blue dragon just has a way to come back over and over and over, no matter what is the case. I mean, to be fair, he did not see the way our character handled it and barely took any damage. All he did was lose a lot of MP. So maybe that would be a little bit more eye opening for him. But if the blue dragon then came around the time he's gone, then I mean, yeah, it's some bad things are about to happen. Regardless, this whole entire episode was on the battle, even though it focused on side characters who were fighting in their own battles. I do feel like they did a really good job of just making sure to be like, hey, there are other people that are, more capable thanks to this guy being around. So he's not just some anomaly that exists. He actually did change things, and he did better some situations for people who were already in positions where they probably didn't see themselves, doing all that good with stuff like dragons and whatnot lurking in volcanoes that could have erupted at any time. So it's nice to see what we'll probably get in the next season, which is him having a huge notoriety. The people who were hiring the assassin, who hired or at least knew about Walter and was working with him, all these people who are still around are clearly going to be the main focus of the next season. And then to top it off, we have, mostly just the notoriety is the big point. Like, everybody knows that he's done what he's done. And I think that's a really cool talking point for the next season. So, overall, I do have some interesting thoughts when it comes down to if a season two comes and it's the same. I probably will just let it stack and maybe do a full review of it overall, not just episode by episode. But if they don't come out with anything and it just sits, this anime was like a 6 out of 10 ish. So, yeah, it was alright. But at the same time, the character feels nothing like a Asta, Gon, a Elrix from Full Metal. Like, there's just no real personality to be taken from this character. And unfortunately, that not having a personality thing is his personality. So I just kind of have to take it with a grain of salt, which kind of sucks. But regardless, I hope y'all are having an awesome one. I did give it a 6 out of 10, so it's still, I enjoy it. But just think the main character could have been a little bit more enthusiastic or had some goals in mind outside of just roaming around, right? But yeah, I do recommend checking it out if you're into some ridiculously powerful characters doing some ridiculously hype stuff at times. And yeah, I hope y'all have an awesome one. I'll talk to you in the next one. I am your boy, the Anime G. Drop a like, subscribe, comment anything else I didn't go over. Let me know what you thought about this season as a whole, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Thank you so much for the support. Peace.